What's up, everybody? This is the Grand Line Gazette. We are back for possibly the last new One Piece episode of the year. I'm not too sure when the last one is this month, but episode 1122. It's the Honesty Impact episode, the grand finale of Sword Week. Check out the playlist. We got some theories dating back to actually like a week and a half ago with Aokiji, if he's actually a member of Sword. We got possibilities of Law being a Sword member. So if you just need more Hachinosu during the break, let us know. Go back to the playlist, support, subscribe. We are the Grand Line Gazette. We talk about One Piece every damn day. And today is the episode recap. That's CJ. That's Kev. I'm Corey. Chris wanted to start by rating the episode. So, Chris, what's your...
Right now I'm at 7, but like how Kevin was just speaking a little bit, I'm still moving up towards an 8. Really good episode in terms of animation. Appreciate all the lore, the backstory and perspective that is provided for Kobe and Helmeppo. Both really needed it, especially Kobe going into this Honesty Impact, and amazing punch. The move was dope as hell. Not gonna get it past Kobe. I still feel about the way I felt about you. I feel like you still need to do more, and you have a redemption arc, as Corey was putting it. But yeah, solid 7, if not going to 8.
Yeah,
8 as well. 8, strong episode. Love the Sword crew. They seem to have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give it like a 7, 8. It isn't even. They didn't even really do much. But Helmeppo, Grooves, just like I might be on. Maybe it's because we talked about him all week. But I'm starting to get on the Sword bandwagon.
Yeah, we've been waiting for them to do something and demonstrate what roles they would provide, because we've been giving Helmeppo, myself in particular, some shit. And plus come to shove, he did stop that bullet from getting to Kobe and Grooves.
That was a little bit more than a bullet.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Yeah. That must have been a giant shooting that one.
Like they shot it, he saw it, and jumped in time. So
while he was like,
okay.
I think he was actively defending people too, but they just did the thing where they don't show him fighting, which I'm like, bro.
Right.
All right. Who's got the episode up? How's it start out?
All right.
Starts out with Kobe with Blackbeard. This is after. No, this is after the failed abduction of Boa Hancock.
Yeah.
And then Blackbeard has 800 Marines and a battleship. And Kobe just thinks to himself, man, I could just trade myself for those. Everyone around him is like whispering about him being Sword so that he can do this. He's not held to the same restrictions that we are. And as we know, I mean, Blackbeard takes him up on that offer.
Which answers our question. If people know he's Sword, yeah, it's well known, I guess, that he is Sword. And Blackbeard's like, 800 men, huh? You think highly of yourself, but you are worth that. And I'm like, bro, like, Blackbeard can see potential just as well as Luffy.
Yeah. Well, he also knows more than we do too, because he was at Rocky Point, Rocky Port incident. So he may know more potential than what we've seen until the end.
Could you repeat that? You said Blackbeard is what is Luffy?
I mean, he has just like, he can see potential just as well as Luffy does.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, like, because Kobe, I mean, you're right, we didn't see everything, but like what we saw of the Hachinosu incident, what we saw with the attack on Amazon Lily, he wasn't exactly attack focused, so.
Agreed.
Yeah. But usually when we see Blackbeard and everything, he's not always attacking.
Sure.
So it's like there's other ways to gather and garner influence than just being overtly violent, so to speak.
And I think that was his whole mission to go to Amazon Lily to steal that specific devil fruit, because her devil fruit, Boa Hancock's the love fruit, does give that ability to make people fall for you, which is something that Luffy and Kobe inherently are like built within their character. So
And also,
it's
it doesn't affect them either the same way. Now,
yeah.
I don't think it's the same for Kobe. I thought Kobe was more like, "Oh, I'm focused on other things," and Luffy's just like, "Well, yeah, I'm focused on other things." So it's just two
Um,
different things.
And then after that episode or that opening scene, we get a flashback of everyone in Marine school. Garp's teacher. We have Helmeppo.
The
You have
animation during
Kobe.
this Marine school, like
Very good.
it's just like, bro, what are we watching nowadays?
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
Yeah.
But I mean,
day.
Prince Groose is in the back too, so this means that him and Prince Groose have. I mean, he's going back years with Prince Groose, so they've had a relationship as well. He gives him the same ultimatum that that we all can imagine. You can only rescue one person. Is it going to be the baby or the old man? And he's just like, no, you can't stay behind. Kobe.
Iruka Sensei vibes, right?
Yes.
Naruto
Yeah.
vibes, Naruto room vibes.
Fucking love Garp in that exchange, in that episode. I love the lesson that is being highlighted. I love everything about it because it is 100% Garp. This is Garp's perspective. This is how Garp moves. This is his philosophy. No, what are you guys here to save? The future.
And I think it's also prefacing like, hey, you're about to see. If we didn't read the manga, this was telling us what's going to happen at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
exactly.
We came here to save Kobe. Now save Kobe and leave Garp. Like you're saving the future. Like now that we read the manga, we already knew what was going to happen. So it's a little different, but
still,
great foreshadowing tool.
Yeah, wonderful parallel.
Yes, love it. Then we finally go back to present day. We get the hand hovering over the battleship with everyone scared shitless, obviously, and everyone's like, oh, we need to run. Kobe gets what I'm calling future sight.
I think
I'm feeling future sight.
I would like to know what you guys think. We have more people being vocal in the comments. I appreciate that. I love that. Thank y'all.
Love everybody.
The support is amazing. Let us know. Do you think this was future sight or like an anxiety attack?
I want to say something real quick that isn't Kobe centric. It's about Helmeppo and him getting that bullet, cannonball, whatever. Like the speed at which he like perceived that, jumped up, knocked it away, and everything reminded me of that time where he was comparing his future sight or observation hockey to Kobe.
Yeah,
so I just want to put that out
that's
there.
a good point.
That's a good point. Like I needed to see it, and that she showed me. It's like not only
that
does
is
he
a
have
subtle
great observation point hockey, he's fast as hell too.
Yeah, it's like the bullet was shot.
That's what I'm saying. He saw the bullet, moved, deflected the bullet. While Kobe and then we're running doing their own shit. So,
that is tough.
So I will grant Helmeppo that this has been a great episode for him. His stock has risen like several notches. Even though we like were giving him, and I was giving him crap for being at the bottom. Nah, great Helmeppo episode.
I mean, and the fact that like Garp is dearly wounded and still calling out plays. Hey, Bruce, you go ahead and handle the debris. Kobe, you destroy that giant hand thing that's in the sky. And then Helmeppo, make sure nobody gets in his way. He knew Helmeppo could do that.
Bro,
like that's
like, is there a QB that this guy reminds you of right now? Because the way he's calling out these routes.
But everyone, Kobe's a little hesitant. We get a little bit of hesitation from him as we do within the episode. But they all, within a matter of a second, jump at his command.
Bro,
they're all about that life. I'm with that.
Another Naruto reference, the first episode, where you're like, I don't know what this show is. Think back. It's 2005. This thing just came out. It's the first episode. You see like a giant fox attacking. You see Hiruzen. You don't know who he is, and then he just like waves his arm, and all these ninjas just jump, like teleport in different directions. I'm like, yo. When I see Sword, I'm thinking like this is the team shit we need. You know what I mean? This is team work. I love it. I love it.
That's my point. They're a great matchup against Blackbeard's priors, even though he's like a Yonko and everything. His subordinates have no cohesion. and it's exposed due to the cohesion of sword. Like you just
This
say the word and it happens.
and that could be a lesson for the Blackbeard pirates eventually. Like they lose,
Yeah.
like a trio loses to this trio, and it's like the power
Again,
level
yeah,
is just
yeah,
too different, and it's
yeah.
like their teamwork really just outshined it, and that's why they lost.
I
And
got a-
that could be
It's
like
I got a
like
question for you guys.
Go
I got a
ahead.
question for you guys. You know how I said egghead, or I didn't say. Well, a lot of people said egghead is the reverse of Sabaody.
sure.
Like Straw Hats go there. It's right after like a big arc. All hell breaks loose really quick. The government comes in. They have to react to that. Get out of there after one way or another. Kuma. This is the opposite of Marineford, where an elder that was there at God Valley is trying to save his subordinate from pretty much an empire. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he's the
Yeah.
one lone, and they're sending in a fleet to go get him. And guess what? Garp gets betrayed and stabbed in the front by somebody from who used to be in the Marines. Whitebeard got stabbed in the front by somebody who was in the Whitebeard Pirates. Like
Yeah.
who's he fighting?
Yeah.
An admiral that he's punching out. Like
Yeah.
like he's mirroring his own story in like a lot of ways in what we're doing. I feel like
This being the opposite of Marineford, I can see it. I absolutely see it. There's too many parallels. There's too many mirrors. The fact that he wasn't proactive the first time, and now he is. He's the one leading the charge. I'm not losing another son. Like, yeah,
yeah, and
he's
just
the
like
one.
thematically, like you're saving,
Yeah.
like it's the old head sending in a
Losing.
fleet
Yeah.
to save his younger predecessor that he believes
Losing
should be
another
succeeding
son.
him.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Losing,
yeah,
you know, he killed his son. Let's
yeah.
not mince words.
Well, who killed his
Bruh.
son?
Garp killed his son
He killed Ace.
by sitting there and doing nothing.
I forget
So
that.
just
that is-
because you do, just because you do something this time doesn't absolve you.
Yeah,
from the
yeah, I'm
past.
sorry.
bad.
I'm sorry. My
A
parents always
crime's a
taught me
crime.
if I throw a glass at the wall and it breaks, is saying sorry magically gonna fix it? No. Ace still got a hole in the body. Okay?
Fuck with
Anyways.
your
Anyways.
parents, dog.
About to get me heated up.
Yo,
You right.
the way Garp always
Hey.
activates his hockey so nonchalantly will never get old. That shit
Dude.
is so cool.
He
way-
activates his hockey like he's a goddamn Saiyan.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It is so cool the way he does it. He's just nonchalant about it.
So this is right before that is where you see Helmeppo with a little bit of hesitation.
Yeah.
He just stops on a dime and turns around though and faces dozens of
Bruh.
pirates. Doesn't
Bruh.
face a single one of them because he has a cannonball that Chris already brought up. He
Yeah.
cuts that in half to save who he also believes is the future
No.
because he has a flashback of Chora Boy Kobe. I thought that was pretty cool. Like even Helmeppo and is starting to see it too. And I think by the end of this episode, Prince Groose also sees it. So now we have real believers in all of them that Kobe might be what's next. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think
Garp's speed. Oh, go ahead.
no. Yeah. Talk about Garp speed because I want to talk about that too.
Garp's speed blitz from coming back from a mortal wound and how he just shrugs it off around Aokiji and then just blows past. He doesn't even take Aokiji into consideration. He's like, yeah, that's nice that you're here. I gotta also play my part in the role that I just set my team up for. He just disregards him. Speed blitz is, and I love the animation. You'd figure it'd be a direct line, but this dude is going all around the whole city and everything. Comes up to Pizarro, gives him a nuke after just lying on the ground.
Speed blitzes Aokiji.
Bruh.
Speed
This
blitzes
is-
Aokiji.
80-year-old
Bruh.
man.
With a wound, and then drops off a nuke. To which we were talking earlier, I'm feeling like this whole thing is an alley-oop for Kobe. It's like I can't do anything more. You're going to leave. Like after today, people are going to see you a certain way within the Marines, and they're going to know that my time is done. After today, I can't give you anything else, bro. You have to run with this.
Hmm.
Yeah, 100%. And what's the next part that comes up, Kev?
There, Bruce and Kobe are talking, and Kobe Sky walks off after saying, "I'm not going to point you." Then we get a Kobe flashback of him training on the battleship bags, which we were talking off screen.
Bruh.
This is the same training regimen that created Aokiji,
Yeah.
Dragon, possibly a Kainu, things like that. And Kobe's doing more than that. So he's not just doing the
He's like
basics.
Deku trying to learn Ingenium's kick after realizing he
Exactly.
can't use his arms. He put in extra work on his own, and it may not be as great as it was for Aokiji because Aokiji pulled up with Garp, and Garp could correct his technique right there. But the initiative, bruh.
Yeah, I think that's it too. He said like that's the character trope I like when it's like the I'm not as good as others, so I have to do this kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That says something. You know what I mean? I love that trope.
I mean, his
Yeah.
name says it all for me. I grew up as a Kobe fan. We all heard
Dang.
stories about Kobe where people would ask to be trained by him, and then they really would. He wouldn't take it as seriously as Kobe would. So it's things like that where you just have a different mentality. It makes you grow. In some people, if you have the work ethic, you can turn yourself great into anything as long as you have the work.
I am looking forward to the day where the Mamba mentality clicks within Kobe's head. I hope
Yeah.
that this is something that helps him further along that path. But he's right now in a space where he's doing the Mamba mentality workouts, but he doesn't have the Mamba mentality mindset.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
haven't
Kev
yet
said the same
emerged
thing.
yet.
Going in the gym early. He was like, he's
Yeah.
acting like Kobe. Like,
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah.
I mean, in this
Yeah.
Honesty Impact, this is Ryo. This conquers hockey. I know you guys are a little differing on the opinion. I'm seeing future sight in this episode. Kobe's gonna come up. Like I can't like.
That's what I was going to
it's
say.
hard
This
to
is my
hate on
defense for the future sight. When we first saw Luffy use it in Marineford,
Yeah,
after he got...
Yeah.
I think I'm
it
sold.
writes itself.
something-
It writes itself.
I just said the word, so I
Yeah.
think I'm sold now. But no, when we saw him doing a Marineford against Mihawk, we didn't know what it was. We thought he was just having like an anxiety. I didn't think it was an anxiety attack. He was just like, yo, he saw it coming, so he didn't do it. But maybe, like, I don't know. I see anxiety because I know that's a Kobe trope, but I mean, he was unlocking something. He was unlocking
Kobe
something.
have? What was the thing that Kobe was revealed to have at Marineford? Like where he was hearing all the people with voice of all things, or what was
Oh,
the, what
that
the
was
thing
his
he had?
observation hockey. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he
Yeah,
has
so
observation.
he
Oh, damn it.
No, yeah, I
Damn
mean,
it. And then level 2 at the next one. I
Yeah.
mean, hey,
yeah.
if you just loop it in with my theory, I'm right there with you.
I mean, going back to your mirroring of Saba or the Marineford and kind of Impel Down, we get a
Yeah.
what was it, number 2, number 3? I forget his number. Bon Clay.
Yeah.
Bon Clay staying
Yeah.
behind and Impel Down. You get
Yeah.
that same kind of phone call here with Garp staying behind and saying,
Yeah,
Go
it's a
save
phone
Aiden.
call.
and it's kind of crazy. Like, we all knew this was going to happen, but it still sucked to see all the Titanic
I'm
captains.
still glad. Another thing that was like a subtle detail with like Helmeppo's observation hockey and speed. I'm glad that seed has blossomed because if that's the case, Helmeppo's talking about how he perceives things and sees stuff and comparing it to Kobe's, and he says his is better because he's like, I'm able to see fast shit moving and act on it because I have the speed trained with Garp and everything. You're seeing something different that isn't actually as helpful because sometimes it paralyzes you. So when making the comparison of like observation hockey, of course he would say his is better.
Yeah,
Because
Helmeppo.
Kobe hasn't been able to utilize his shit yet.
Yeah, it, the one like the thing about like Helmeppo too is like Helmeppo's pretty confident with himself. Like just like Usopp, like
Bruh.
he knows where he's at. Like that,
Yeah.
a lot goes into that. Where it's like drugs. Like if you do, oh my bad, I kind of froze out because I'm working still on my computer. But it's kind of like drugs. Like if you do drugs with like a clear mind, you're like in a good place. You're gonna have. I'm not advising. It will be a different experience than if you're going through some stuff and you got some stuff on your mind. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say that, kids. I think the average people that watch
Yeah.
us are like 25 to 35, so they've probably done drugs. Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids. I mean, and going back to my future sight theory, it's not a theory, honestly, at this point. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he has Conquerors hockey. I think he'll have future sight of some sort. But he also foresees himself in the future as like the head admiral, kind of in like the Hokage clothes.
I don't think
that
he does,
Naruto
though.
gets.
I think the
dude,
Kobe thing is just like, I think I'll be a good one, and then everybody else is like, no, you should be Hokage. He's like, no, what, me? Like Shikamaru, but not lazy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he sees
Like-
himself in the future, so I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be big shoes to fill.
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
But this
No,
is the
I'm right there with you.
No, everything hereafter is for him to fill in those shoes. As long as you're taking steps to fill in those shoes or wear your own and take your own path, I'm cool. This is the setup. Clean slate.
And this
Maybe
was
you can make me forget about the past and everything because of what you just did in the moment, and I will grant that, and I'm open to it. Do what you got to do, man.
Yeah,
I want to talk about this scene here with Titanic captains just sitting around watching this guy freeze over. He's just laughing his ass in their face. That
Avalo
Garpin out
Pizarro.
PG with-
Check our 10 Titanic Captain playlist. I was looking at our playlist yesterday. I'm like, why is there only 8 videos in here? And it's because I forgot Doc Q, and I uploaded it and did better than any other one we did. So I appreciate you guys for instantly commenting on that one. Check the playlist. That being said, Avalo Pizarro, I love the monologuing. I like it.
Yes. It gives like so much character and nuance to the Blackbeard Pirates. I love how he's saying little things, but he still says the meow. He says, "I'm gonna get you right, meow." I fucking love that.
It's like it's kind of like Pika, how it's like oh come on man, that's your voice. But it's like, what are you gonna do? You're not a straw
if he is
hat. You're not Kobe.
if he is a mink, he has no choice.
Yeah. But wouldn't he be saying
It just
gotta?
comes out, gotta.
But yeah,
Yeah, gotta.
but what's his name? Beppo doesn't say gotta, so
Yeah.
maybe it's
No,
like
that's
Maybe it's
true.
like
maybe it's like a
thing.
dialect they do at home, and then the farther you get from home, the less you say.
Yeah,
Oh, ain't nobody saying that.
Yeah,
out
you
here.
don't have. Yeah, ain't no minks around here.
Gotta.
They ain't gonna get it.
What the hell is gotta? It's just.
Did you want to talk about the possible break? We still don't really know too.
Yeah, so I guess there's a break coming up. I look at for all the icons we use on Twitter because people take high res icons and put them right there, cut, paste. And while I was getting today's, I saw that One Piece is going to be on a break from October 2024 to April 2025. Now they'll still be airing episodes. They'll be reanimating Fishman Island high def, concising it into 21 episodes. I saw the stills. It kind of looks amazing. It's basically Egghead quality is what they're going to do to it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of this episode, we get no preview. We get a little note to the editors or Oda from some girl, like this little Nami thing. So they make a little video out of it, but there's no preview. So I'm assuming it starts next week. So we got 2 more weeks in October.
October 27th.
Okay, so we got 1 more week. So
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks? Well, yeah, but 1 more actual episode week.
Oh yeah.
On
Gotcha,
the 20th.
Yep.
But yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
21 episodes. yeah, everything else is spot on.
So,
2025.
I mean, we're going to be going into theory mode. We're going to be doing more breakdowns on characters. It's time to catch up. Maybe go bring back the Devil Fruit playlist. Possibilities are endless for this little break we got coming.
I mean, we still gonna be. I'm still gonna be watching.
Oh, I'm going to be watching them too. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fishman Island. I mean, they're really condensing it down to 21 chapters, like you said, or episodes. So it's going to be mainly about the fighting, maybe a little bit more lore stuff, but they're not going to mess around with. Hopefully, not going to mess around with like that love story with the weirdo who throw shit.
Yeah.
Not as much. Yeah.
But I think
Like
the flashback.
Luther or some shit.
But the thing is, like, One Piece does a lot of like flashbacks in between things happening. Like, they could probably like concise all the flashbacks to, like 1.5 episodes or something like that. Be like, here you go.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The mom was a good person.
I want to real quick just address the thing that Kevin said about Garp freezing over and just laughing. In terms of a scene that ends where we get the One Piece like cliffhanger to be continued, how do you rank it? Out of 10? Like, what grade do you give it, man?
It's tough.
The to be continued thing. What did they do?
Yeah, like how
was it a
Like
punch?
him. No, him laughing.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah, just him laughing, getting froze over and everything. How he just stare at him, and he just like,
Girl,
I won. I
besides
won. You
Aokiji,
lose.
besides Aokiji like freezing his tears.
Yeah.
Because like we know you don't have to freeze your whole body to freeze the ground right in front of you. We know you don't gotta freeze your face to freeze the ground right in front of you. So go ahead, cry your ice. Go ahead. Blackbeard will be here soon. You can dry your tears and act like you was all cool while it was happening.
Yeah, right. But I thought that was so. I thought it was a really good.
Very
scene.
like the sound. It was a powerful moment. Like he was just
I love the whole like laughing in the face of death type of Roger vibes, B vibes. I love Kawakiji being the person that stopped him, quote unquote, and just being another pupil. I love how he saved the original pupil. I love how everything's ending and they're still freezing him over, but he's still finding the resolve to laugh even while being impaled.
Garp.
Like, Garp is tough.
Yeah, like because Garp don't got nothing to laugh about. We still don't. We still don't know what happened. Hey, how about this? What happened to his wife? What happened to Dragon's mom?
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like,
great questions.
when have you ever thought about that in the story? It's just like Garp. Whenever we get that Garp flashback, it's gonna be showing like, man, Garp.
If it's anything along the lines of Senor Pink, I'm here for it.
I was just gonna say that. If it's anything like Senor Pink, I'm be like, yo,
I am here.
because he's still laughing. Because he's still laughing. I'm like,
no, fuck.
I mean, would you guys be surprised if she was like a celestial dragon or something like that?
no, I want to be.
I would.
And Garp just is like, look, I'm pulling Celestes, okay?
Well, and then they like kill her or something like that for marrying or having a child outside of the celestial dragons.
Yeah, but they just can't kill Garp, or she was like, get out of here, and I'll just go back.
Yeah. So, I mean, something along those lines. I wouldn't hate it. Has to be a reason that Dragon's so fucking mad, you know? What this whole entire episode makes me excited about is the flashback for God Valley. Because if this is 80-year-old Garp, what does in prime Garp look like versus a rock along with Rogers? That's perfect.
This is giving me like so much shit where I appreciate it. Bruce's grounded and level-headed approach to shit. He's very pragmatic, and I appreciate that. Just in comparison to the rest of the sword members, I appreciate it, especially with the three that went and did their shit. Helmeppo got notches up in my book today. Kobe got some notches up in my book, but overall is still where I placed him. Garp got notches up. Avala Pizarro got notches up. This has been a great episode.
Yeah, like this episode increased my stock for everybody. Even like I liked Rouge too, not Rouge, Kujaku, because she reminded me of this character Rouge from Black Clover. Like she's kind of like just a lady on the team that's a little bit older. She was just like, I'm doing my thing. Leave me alone.
I'm kind of going from my initial 7 to 8.5 territory after talking about it, and that's what I knew was probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
I really fucked with this episode.
Really good episode.
Tell us what you guys thought in the comments. I'm really excited to
Yeah.
hear where you guys see the story.
Definitely.
What happens to Garp? We still don't know in the manga.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Like,
So-
is he going to the Cross Guild or
there's
like what's
the
going
video.
on?
There's
Yeah, I guess
the
that's gonna be.
video.
We're gonna have some Garp theory videos. We're gonna be back to the theories this week. Yeah, I'm hype. I'm hype. I hope we're all hype. Check it out. We're playing Dragon Ball Z, Spark is Zero. I don't know if we're gonna be streaming it, but we should be streaming it eventually once we solidify schedules. Everybody's streaming it right now, so I mean, why get lost in the sauce? So might as well wait for it to die down a little bit and then jump on it. But we will be playing consistently. I will be whooping ass with Nappa. Find me.
Young
Peace.
Napa main.
Casual Nappa main. All right. Got you guys. Later.
Peace.